Welcome to episode 45 of the OVW Fan Zone Live, where fans talk back. My name is Jackman Oaks.
I'm Brian Hines, and I'm going to go ahead and start this off by saying I've got some bad news and I've got some good news. The bad news is there are probably a few less people in our chat this week. But the good news is they're right here in the studio with us. We've got Wendy, we've got Chris, we've got Ren, and we've got Matthew joining us this evening. How are you doing, guys?
Good.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Chris is a long-term Revolution supporter. You might know Wendy and Ren better as the Wisco Chicks.
That's right.
At the Wisco Chicks on all of your social medias.
Yep.
And Matthew Berry is a longtime OVW fan and a wonderful photographer. Not just
Very
wrestling
yes.
related. Not
Yes.
just wrestling related photographer. The boy can take a picture of anything, I swear.
Heck yeah.
We're also joined by our producer, Tiny Brian. Tiny Brian, say hello.
Well, just my voice. I'm just hearing voice, and I'm in the chat room.
Perfect.
And the chat room is jumping tonight, guys. I'm going to be in here. I'm looking for questions, comments, what predictions for what's going on in the night of Fatal 4-Ways that is just 24 hours from right this minute.
You're not wrong.
So we are excited to be here. And look at, we got a significant portion of the OVW fan nation here with us tonight.
And thank you guys so much for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for joining us here in studio. Thank you guys for joining us out there in the digital landscape. We're gonna have a lot of fun this evening, guys. Brian Hines, I can never remember the thing. What's the thing?
Okay. So if you're in the chat and you want Brian to stop us and give us your thoughts on anything, whether it's a question, it's a comment, it's the revolution, or not the revolution, a super chat is the way to go. That is a secret tool that we will use later.
I will literally interrupt them mid-thought.
To be fair, you're going to do it anyway, but
like a
That'll happen
that's
too.
even more reason.
You're gonna do it
Superpower.
anyway.
Are you an Avenger?
Maybe.
A secret adventure.
I'm not
I like
telling.
it. I love it.
Go ahead, and actually, why don't you pass your notes down to Chris down there, a couple seats over, and we're gonna go round robin. And Chris, you're gonna start us off here on the OVW tour updates.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Let's see here. For the tour updates, we have. Well, if I can find it.
It's down there at the bottom, I believe.
3/4 of the way down the page.
Oh, I see it now. I apologize. So every Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, you can find OVW Superstars at OVW Rise Hot Point Davis Arena every Thursday. Doors, I believe, open around 6:10, 6:15. Dark matches and overdrive starts around 6:30. Also, OVW March Mayhem is this Saturday. That means every championship in the company is on the line.
Every single one.
All the gold
All of
in
them.
California.
All gold. All of it.
All the glory.
It's in
You also
the
have
Beverly Hills.
OVW Appalachian Armageddon show coming up on April 25th in Pikeville, Kentucky.
Hand that off for somebody else to do another one.
Yeah, pass that over to Ren. Pass it over to Ren.
Yeah, you do it.
You could tell her where you left
As
off.
part of the legendary.
There we go.
No, that's fine. That's part of it. Go ahead and.
Oh, okay. As part of the legendary Hillbilly Days Festival on the 25th of April 2025, free all ages show Element Eatery in Cincinnati, Ohio on the 28th of June 2025. And also on the 5th of July in 2025, the Lexington Manchester Music Hall.
We got to get you guys down to the
gotta
show.
go.
We
Yes.
are planning.
I wanna
We
go.
want to. Who else wants to read?
Oh, that's it. I think
That's it. That's the whole tour update.
So
At least for now.
We know that, at least for now, there's going to be a ton more tour update spots open up over the coming weeks and months for the OVW Summer Tour this year. Stick around to this program, our regular program, the OVW Podcast, for all of the tour updates as they become public. Can't wait for the OVW Summer Tour. Quite a always a banner event, right? Always a fun time.
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
How many
Or
shows
Saturday.
did you guys make on the OVW tour last year? We made at least two.
Not
Maybe
enough.
three.
No, I
Three.
did three actually. Three.
I think I did 4.
Did you do 4?
I think I
We
think
were at the river.
Oh well, I actually did 5. So
Not to
I was
brag.
gonna outdo
Jacqueline, you're the
Jacqueline.
rock star, man.
Yeah, you are.
no, I really can't. If you, I couldn't tell you how many I went to. Maybe none. Maybe 5. I don't know. I really don't know.
We did
Check,
Des
check.
Plaines, we
Des
did
Plaines.
Milwaukee,
I
of
still
course,
haven't
and
been to one yet.
Pikeville. Yeah.
What were you saying, Matthew?
Obviously so.
I still haven't been to one yet.
Oh, then now I've
Oh.
got the perfect one for you, Matthew. July 5th at the Manchester Music Hall.
Yes.
Yes.
You gotta go, my man.
Gotta go.
We're
go,
gonna
go.
We're gonna get you down here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. So let's start with tomorrow evening, guys. Chris, we know you're chalk for the Revolution.
All day, every day, twice on Sunday.
Yeah, his eyes lit up when he saw the sign. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm."
Look at that beautiful. Look at that. It's
It
marvelous.
should be the fingers, though. For real.
Well, that date's from before the
This
finger
was-
thing was a
this
thing.
was the
Yeah.
initial inception.
I know.
All right?
I know.
But don't make no mistake about it. Leather daddy, all day, every day, twice on Sunday. You don't like it, learn to love it.
So, Chris, as the unofficial spokesman of the Revolution, who is your least preferred opponent for J-Rod on Saturday night, and who is your most preferred opponent for J-Rod on Saturday night? Who does she have the best chance against?
Gentlemen, here's the deal. No matter who we line up against the queen, the ultimate athlete, J-Rod, her numbers are outstanding. She's almost a guaranteed win every single time. Now, the 4 that we're going to have in the ring tomorrow night, make no mistake about it, they are very, very highly driven. If I had it my way, I would like to have my friend, the lovely Miss Larkin, in there. Because I think she is the next big thing to happen at OVW. She's got a ton of charisma. The people are behind her. And you give that girl a microphone, she's going to kill it. I think she's probably the best that they've got right now at OVW. She's only been there for a hot minute. That's how good she is. With that being said, I do think right now, if I had to pick someone, I would say Sophia Rose. She's got a lot of momentum.
Obviously.
But make no mistake about it, it doesn't matter who it is. As much as I love everybody, the Revolution always wins, people. We don't care about your feelings, okay? We
So,
just
Chris?
don't, all right?
Well, since we're talking about the women, we do have the latest entrance to the Women Fatal 4-Way did deliver a message to the OVW fan nation today, and we have that here right now.
I'd actually love to see that because
Yeah,
I
let's-
just saw
then.
it earlier today, and if you guys haven't seen this, get ready. This thing is great.
So stop me if you've heard this one. A queen, a princess, and a basket case walk into a bar, and they all get beat. See, now that's comedy. But let's be serious. The Fetch 4-Way to be #1 contender for the Women's Championship. We have Girl Interrupted Miss Delulu Larkin. There's little Miss Pretty Sophia Rose. Gosh, honey, you tried so hard. Maybe one day you'll get a win, but that's not today. And then there's Freya, Queen of the North. I have no issues with you, so I suggest we keep it that way. Because this is my time to shine, and your time to let it go, Elsa. The last girl in the match is yours truly, the top bae in the USA, the Duchess of Fetchness, Maddie the American baddie. I put the mean in Mean Girl, and the whole OVW roster is about to find out. That includes the women's champion, because after I dominate the Fetch 4-Way, I'm coming for my title, Jessica. Top Bay out.
Hey, so let's turn to Wendy and Rid here. Maddie, the American baddie, she's newer on the block. She's got some strong words though. Whenever you guys have been watching OVW, you guys have been around OVW for a little bit now. You see a newcomer on the block like this coming out with this much amount of attitude. What are you guys thinking?
Well, she has a lot of confidence to come up with like this.
She absolutely does.
She knows what she wants. I'll give her that.
And that's good. You should go into the ring with that kind of confidence. But if I had to put money down, if it ain't Sophia, it's Freya.
Absolutely. And Sophia has come a long
She
way.
has come a long way.
Yeah.
And she
But
deserves
Freya's
the
the
opportunity.
veteran.
And
Freya is a veteran.
Matthew, what do you think about that promo that we just saw? I know that you're a big fan of it. Yeah? No?
No.
Maybe? You don't like do you like Maddie or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of like Maddie too. I got to admit it.
Listen, don't
I
let
was
Matthew
kinda blown away.
Don't let Matthew be coy. He's been watching that thing all afternoon. He's been watching that thing. He's been watching that thing all afternoon. Don't be coy.
I did hear him show it to you about 30 minutes ago in the outer room here.
And I enjoyed it just as much then as I did rewatching it just now.
Yeah, so that tracks.
I've got to give it to Maddie, the American baddie here. She is one of the newer faces. We don't know as much about her. That's a minute of character building that now we kind of. It's unquestionable who she is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unquestionable who she is. That's some really good stuff.
She uses the
from
word
Maddie.
fetch inappropriately.
Yeah, what does that mean? I'm old.
That's
I'm
from Mean
26.
Girls.
Yeah, it's from Mean Girls.
Oh, okay.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It is the line from me because one girl uses it like that throughout the movie, and at some
I
point,
don't know what you just said, little kid, but I believe you.
I'm the same way, Brian. I don't know either.
I noticed you
I
didn't-
take the word for it.
Yeah,
noticed
when I
none of
grew
you
up,
guys
it
wore
was
pink
Fletch,
today.
and that's a whole other thing.
We're just a couple of youngins.
Yeah.
Tony Brian, we have anything in the chat that's pertinent?
everybody is expecting us to. Oh wait, oh no, that is
No, that counts.
that counts. Harry Page says, "Welcome to Rush," or Hush.
Hush.
Hush. I'm blind. The chat room is pretty universal in that we should cream Chris.
Yeah.
But there's cleaning expenses. There's a lot, and
So we're saying that we don't have the artillery to back that up.
I mean, I didn't want to be inhospitable.
That's gonna cost you.
There we go. I'm losing points here. It's just all over.
Chris, when is the cream gonna stop?
Probably.
Is it his decision?
wanna
Haunted
just
luscious
make some-
doll.
Yeah, okay, so for the people that are watching that don't know, these dirty poppies, Omar and Luscious, they have been after me since last summer. They are so super infatuated with me to the point where they felt the need for weeks at a time, and it hasn't happened recently because my father, the greatest father that OVW could ever ask for, and the greatest OVW national heavyweight champion, one Leather Daddy Duck has taken care of it all. And just as I have mentioned prior, they are too infatuated with me. I am a paying customer. Do I look like a physical threat? No. They feel the need to bully me week
I
in
see
and
those
week out.
gym-
And now
I
got
see
the
those gym
stupid doll.
selfies.
I got the stupid Luscious doll coming after me now.
Who bought that doll?
My wife. My wife has turned to the cream. My family's turned to the cream. The story
about
of my
Dirty
life. Look at my
Granny?
receding hairline, people. You probably can't even see it. I am a nervous wreck.
I think that's a
Okay.
receded hairline, dude. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's a lot going on. The fact is, and now we got people in the chat that want to keep seeing me get grim. You guys are horrible. Why would you want that? Look at this face.
Wait.
He's been stress eating.
I haven't
Yeah,
put on
I'm stress
weight.
eating.
I'm trying to lose weight.
I mean, even with the dirty granny.
We've
My
gotta-
grandma.
We got to rewind a little bit. Okay, so you got this stuff going on with Omar and Luscious, and then your wife buys a Luscious Lawrence doll.
Yes,
Jackson.
she
She took a picture with him.
did.
It's all
Think
over
about
social
this.
media.
Is that-
Serious.
It's really.
Everything going all right?
Beaches
Everything
and
going all
cream
right at home?
music has already cued in my head as this conversation is
It's
going
horrible,
forward.
Brian.
Is that him coming from Thunder Island?
I
think so.
Listen, the point of the moral of the story here is the cream is going to stop it. I'm telling you right now, for everybody who makes fun of me and everybody who laughs against me and my father, I promise you this. Come March Mayhem, if it's not then, it's going to come soon. They're not only going to lose their tag titles, they're going to lose their identity, they're going to lose the cream, they're going to have nothing left because
So-
of Leather Daddy Jr.
Once upon a time, didn't you start a petition to stop the cream? How'd that go? Where
Did
were
you
at
get
with that?
negative
Well, he had at
signatures?
least 2 signatures.
Oh, I
That was
see.
ripped up.
So I had to. So listen, Chase, Michael Herm's son, Chase. I love him. I love that whole family.
He's the kindest boy in the world.
He is.
Yeah, he got an
is.
award for it. I'll tell
He
you.
had a petition made to keep the cream. He had over 50 or 60 signatures. I had 2, and then it gets ripped up. I had 2, and then
I may have signed the.
ripped up.
I may have signed the Keep the Cream petition.
So
Why would
I
y'all
think
do
we
this?
should have we should open this question up to the fan zone. Team cream or no cream? I'm team cream all the way. Matthew's with me. He knows what's up.
I'm with you, brother.
Chris is our
Loyal
brother.
people.
We
That's
gotta
what
change
happens. You
these
have
names,
loyal
guys.
family.
Yes.
What?
What do you mean?
I can't keep hearing you say that on the stream. They're gonna shut us down.
Malachi is over here dying in the corner.
It's a classic rock enthusiast conversation. It's nothing more than that. Don't read into it.
Yeah, I loved Israeli gears.
Yeah.
You guys have already confused me. and It doesn't take much to confuse me.
Went down to the crossroads.
It was
What you did.
it was a band in the late '60s from Britain called Cream.
Yeah.
Sunshine of Your Love.
I don't even like the word cream. Can we just please move on from this?
Didn't you say you were lactose intolerant?
Actually,
I am just like Jay De Niro. The poor man he got cream when he was on my side. He looked at me going to the back. He was traumatized, just like I am.
so both of you guys are lactose intolerant.
Yes.
You're going to the back. Were you going to the bathroom?
I will not comment on that.
Phrasing.
No comment.
Phrasing.
Just ask.
Chat room is
Definitely
fully in.
phrasing.
Yes.
Yeah, chat room
I
is
thought this
fully in
was
favor
a-
of cream.
PG-13
Have you ever thought
thing.
about lactate?
There's
Yeah.
a lot of
supposed
cream.
to.
There's a lot of
You could still enjoy the cream and
Brian, let me
then
ask
take your
you,
medicines.
Do you guys really think that these dirty poppies are going to take anything I have to say into consideration of changing anything?
It
They
will
can
go
do
down.
it. They have something
Hey,
against
hey,
me.
hey,
They
hey,
get
hey,
zero
let's all
sugar
take it
cream
down.
one time?
Yes, he did. It was sugar free.
Let's all take it down. And all I'm saying is give cream a chance.
Giving them chances. Are you guys not listening to anything I'm saying? This is where it's at, okay? It's with the revolution. They have protected me ever since that Al Snow got back in charge. Everything has went downhill. As much as I love that man, and he was
That's
a big part of my
that's
childhood.
Chris's opinion. That's Chris's opinion. By
Well,
the way.
that is my opinion, because my
It's-
father...
It's not ours. Not ours.
It's been an Al snowstorm.
We
is
love
not
Al
the
Snow
official-
This
here.
is what happens when you bring up them dirty poppies. They get me
The
real-
opinions of Chris Runyon do not reflect the opinions of the OVW podcast, the unofficial podcast of Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Or Black Light Moon Productions. Listen, Chris, why don't you take a breath? I think this seems like a good moment to maybe
Like
take a
moss.
couple minutes.
Yeah, let's
Let's
Push
have a
out the
break.
jive, bring in the love.
and
In with the good.
Out with the
and
bad.
and Malachi,
with
It's a lot of heavy breathing.
if we could go ahead and just get that Dustin Jackson clip from last week too, that would be great. We'll be back.
Is it still on the board? No. We gotta leave it on there, but we'll let's go ahead and go to break.
We will be back right after this. Thank you guys so much.
Hi, everybody. Former WWE superstar Al Snow here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena right in Pikeville, Kentucky. We're coming back. OVW is coming on April 25th. And because we know the hardships and the struggles of the people here in Pikeville, Kentucky, we're going to donate a portion of the proceeds to the flood relief efforts here in Pikeville, Kentucky and the surrounding area. So come out, support those efforts, support OVW, have a great time because we're going to make you forget your problems.
I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude. Without you, there is no OVW. Without your passion, your energy, your unwavering support, there is no us. There's no talent, no production. Without you, there's no OVW. Thank you for being the driving force behind everything we do. The unsung heroes of our saga. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, OVW fans. We can't do it without you.
Hey, Brian.
Hey.
Have you seen how cool this shirt is?
I see that.
You know, we have a whole TeePublic shop that sells these.
I did not know that, no.
We do, yes. And we have links in all of our social media about it. You can get this or you can get the unofficial.
You can get this or you can get that.
That is absolutely true.
Dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling. The OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
Hey, it's me, Cal Hero, and I am at the OVW Fan Zone. Come on, come hang out.
What's poppin'? It's the Blue Shadow. It's Daddy around Hollywood Haley J, and I am in the OVW fan zone.
Welcome back, OVW Fan Zone Live, where fans talk back. My name is Jackman Oaks.
I'm Team Cream.
This is. Give me your real name. Give me your real name. This is Brian Hines, if he's not going to act right. This is Wendy, Chris, Rin, Matthew. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And we are going to pause this for a moment because I know that Wendy has a very special message from the OVW Fan Zone moderation team on Facebook.
I do. So, all of you all know that the three of us sitting here are part of the moderation team. And since Jason O'Hara, our leader, has decided that he's going to be Team Cream, I have decided to ban him from the moderation team.
Sorry.
Effective
Jason.
immediately.
Sorry,
Since
Jason.
half of us are here, we decided to make the decision. So
Nothing that I could. Nothing
Okay,
we could
guys,
do
we got
about
lots
it.
of mics. Easy on
Nothing-
the clap.
Nothing we could do about it. Tiny,
We'll see.
It was a
We'll
half
talk about
decision.
this after the show.
Sorry, Jason. Tiny Brian, are we heading toward the predictions?
Why don't we find our way
God,
into,
here we go.
into predictions.
Yeah.
Predictions. I love predictions. I'm going to say it for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I noticed.
That was a long 5 seconds.
Boy, was it ever.
Fun.
Are you sure we
Fun
could
for 5
count it
seconds.
again?
No.
let's don't say we did. How about that?
No. Let's, Tiny Brian, take us away, please.
All right. So let's start out with a review. Sunday, is that low tone? Is that my headphones or is that a thing you're hearing too?
It's in the air. It's in the air.
Okay.
It's the buzz of electricity.
It is. So let's start with Jack Vaughn versus Brandon Brandon Davis.
Brandon Davis.
Yes, there's two Brandons. There's two Anthonys.
There's two Davises.
There's two. It's funny.
The
Three
whole
Davises.
place is Davis for crying.
So
out loud.
both of
there's
you.
one Ren.
Yeah,
There's only one Ren. There's 1,000 Bryans, but there's only one Ren. You both correctly predicted Jack Vaughn would take the victory there. So good on you for that. Jackman, you correctly predicted that Maddie, the American Patty, would triumph over Carter Kaufman. So Brian loses points there.
I still believe in you. Wait.
Both of you, however. Whoa! I'm sorry. I'm
Jesus,
reviewing.
man, produce.
I'm trying to be interrupted.
Cosmic Joe Chronicles. It was me. I was the one. You had to interrupt me. Cosmic Joe Chronicles has a super chat for $4.99 and says, "Why didn't Leather Daddy Doug cross the? Or why did Leather Daddy Doug cross the road? Because he was too chicken to see what is on the other side. Why didn't Leather Daddy Doug cross the road?
Really?
Because he was too chicken to see what was on the other side." Wow.
No
I'm
respect.
not. I'm just reading that there, Mr. Basham. Just since I will be around you tomorrow, let's just keep.
put
And he's
respect
been
on
known
my
to pop
father's
in
name.
here.
I mean, yeah.
To teach you a
the
lesson.
scariest moment of my life was last November when he came chest first through my curtain.
I know
without
it was a
me
thing of
knowing.
beauty.
Brother, you thought you were scared.
No kidding. All right.
Whoops.
Both of you didn't believe in AJZ and Leo Fox of the Revolution last week. You picked Showtime and Justice to win that one.
Well, they showed us.
I'm going to stand by that one.
Yeah.
Stand by that one.
The Revolution signs go up. And
Matthew, what are you doing? Did you put the revolution sign up? No. You have corrupted. He spends one afternoon in the car with you guys.
Yup.
Spends
He's finally
one
seen
afternoon
the
in the
light.
car
Saw the
with
light.
you guys.
Saw the
It's a
light.
beautiful light.
Corrupted my friend over here.
neither one of you believed in our man TW3, Wisconsin native.
That was
Rude.
I did.
I as well.
heck
Don't
of
look at me.
a match between TW3 and Jake Painter last week, though.
That was a good match.
I really think
Yeah.
that was like Jake Painter's best match at OVW so far.
It really
It
was.
was very good.
Absolutely. He's gonna go far.
Yes, he is.
Talented wrestler.
Very
Needs to quit dressing
talented.
like Cody Rhodes.
That's true.
I said it. Everybody thinks it.
That's Chris's words and ours.
Not affiliated with OVW.
All right, let's see here. You guys, Jackman, you said Tony. Brian, you said Jay. Turns out you were the time clock one.
You were both wrong.
Null set.
Null set. Oh, there went the
No
noise.
decision.
Good.
No decision.
So that's pretty much what we had for last week. All in all, a pretty good week for you guys. What a great, by the final word on last week's Rise. It was. What'd you guys think of it? I thought it was so good.
It was
No, it was really good. It was a great show.
It was
really.
It was
actually.
awesome.
Yeah.
Flat out
Truly.
awesome.
That
Like,
was
the
2
women-
hours of the juice. That was
Yeah, it
2
really
hours
was.
of the
I was
juice.
It was
impressed.
great.
Yeah. one of the better ones this year.
Yeah.
So, with that said, let's get into predicting some fatal four-way matches. So, before
Do we have those brackets?
we have our graphics.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Are they in the magic screen?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do
I
this.
Think, I think Chris and Wendy point up the magic screen. Yeah,
Okay.
be right
Nope,
about
your
that.
hands are behind the screen. Nobody can see them. Got to get lower.
Oh.
Although that will cover you guys doing the revolution sign, so that'll be good.
Wow.
Oh, that'll be a crying shame.
Oh. All right.
Sorry.
I'm not going to revolution sign. I'm going to hush sign.
Oh, that too. Let's start with the media championship,
Okay.
where we see happiest human thumb Adam Revolver, Anthony Katina, Anthony Totelli, and Brandon Beretta. Who would like to take Anthony to win? Just
Which Anthony?
Yeah,
Which
there's both
Anthony?
of them. There's two-
Could you be more specific?
Totelli or Katina.
yeah, that's my point. That way you can be ambiguous.
I'm going for Katina.
So we've got an early
Yeah.
one in for Matthew for
Pack the
Katina.
Arena Katina.
He's apparently been in Mexico. They keep saying that.
He has.
Oh,
Yes.
way.
He's
Yes.
also
Yeah.
wrestled in Chicago.
We've seen him in
Chicago.
What is he like in Chicago?
He's phenomenal,
Yeah,
actually.
he is.
He's a
really
good heel, too.
He is.
So, pretty much what you see in OVW.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, you guys travel a lot. You guys get to see a lot of stuff that we don't get to see. So I always love to hear you guys' insights on some of these OVW superstars that we see that you guys see more often, quite literally, you know.
Sometimes.
And in different contexts.
And
Yeah.
in much different contexts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's totally different. I mean, they're a little bit different away from OVW, but at the same time, they're a lot the same.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Katina is Katina in the ring.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of which, I'll take Katina as well.
So we've got 2 for Katina.
so before we get all your all's predictions, I wanted to ask, and you, what do you guys think about what they've done this last month with all of these qualifiers into this fatal four-way, the big 10-man last week, the structure that we're seeing they've sort of built into the build-up to this championship. Have you enjoyed it? Has it felt too rigid to you? What do you think?
I think it's been good in a lot of ways. The
Yeah.
10-man thing, I was so confused. I was like, who wins and who what? What?
I was so
Yeah.
confused
So
I
who's
forgot to
gonna
put it on
be-
Fan
who's
Zone
gonna
last
be
week.
So
in
the
the-
consensus
what?
with the 10-man match, I'll speak for the people I've said in my section.
Thank you.
We was confused, not that we didn't enjoy it,
Mm-hmm.
but we didn't know if it was like a single fall, like eliminate, like, and then
Mm-hmm.
we didn't know what it meant by home field
The
advantage.
stipulation.
Like we didn't understand the stipulation.
Yeah.
But I thought the match itself delivered. I thought
Yeah.
the whole show delivered, and I think the whole bracket pool of them trying to get the qualifying matches has been something, to marvel with because
Yeah.
it's something different. I don't know if they've done this in the past, and if they have, I didn't see it. But I've really enjoyed it because it gives you I could see this person maybe getting in there.
Yeah.
Just gives the fan a different level of experience with trying to
100%.
create all these different matchups potentially. So
Right.
I
I like
enjoyed
it. I liked it for the build up because, okay, well, if you win this match, then you're going to be in the Fatal 4-Way right before March Mayhem. And, I mean, I think they've really built up March Mayhem
Yes.
as
Yeah.
a big
Yes.
thing. So that's really cool because that's our
It's a really
1-year
good precursor.
anniversary at
Yeah.
OVW. So,
Well, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah, congratulations, by the way.
and looking at it just from a fan's perspective, that's what we all are here. It's a match. It's 2 hours on a Thursday night of all fatal four ways. How much fun is that? Like that's worth double the price of admission. Really.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Like, so that's
Absolutely.
if nothing else, we're going to see 2 hours of banger matches, all 4 ways. One of the most fun stipulations that you can ask for. It's going to be a really, really fun time.
yeah.
I got a
Agreed.
question.
Yeah.
Do you think Cal's gonna turn on Saturday?
The interesting thing about where Cal Hero is right now is there's a part of me that wonders if Cal even knows where he's at. There's been a lot of influence over him over the past few weeks that's been, quite frankly, very different from the influence he's lived with for the last 22 years of his life. Jamin Olivencia, as we all know, is a very influential guy, is a very, very meditative, spiritual guy, and is a great leader. And he's definitely, in a small amount of time, made his impact on Cal Hero. Now, does that mean that Cal is necessarily out the door as being an OVW faithful? I don't think so yet. But to answer your question without actually answering it at all, the influence,
Which is what we do best here.
the influence of Jamin Olivencia on Cal has been felt. We know it's there. The question from here on out is how deep is that influence run? And what is Jamin Olavencia's true intention here? Is this just counter-revolution? Are we just trying to get in Cal's head? Is it even counter-revolution at all? We don't know. We really don't know. Jamin Olavencia, he's the one pulling the strings on all of this. So
He is the puppet master.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 for Katina. Chris?
Brandon Beretta.
Okay, I love it. You, why are you leaning Brandon Beretta?
I think with what the fans themselves, like when he had to put on that turkey suit, like people immediately looked at him, and I'm just speaking because I hear what people talk about. They looked at him like a laughing stock wearing that. They didn't take him seriously. The dude can wrestle.
100%.
The dude, for him to, what people don't understand, for him to be able to put that thing on for 2 months, to be able to wrestle in that thing, and to be able to still come out there and still get his stuff in, and to do that without complaining, without any stage stuff. I'm pulling the curtain back a little bit. That is something to marvel at, because not many people would do that. I think this is his moment since he's had that thing off. He's picked up a couple of wins here and there. Why not? Why not him? Like, nobody's going to probably see it coming. Katina's amazing, and to tell, I just think it's Brandon Beretta's time, and I think he's going to start to show people, he's going to do to us what we were doing to him. He's going to make us laugh. It's like he's going to prove why he belongs at OVW.
It's a great answer.
He is strictly business.
I agree.
You're right.
He is
Strictly business. Good call.
That's
Yep.
right.
You're making a very convincing argument. Wendy,
Yes.
who do we got? Revolver, Katina, Toatelli, Beretta.
Okay, so since nobody else took him, no. I really enjoyed watching Toatelli in the ring lately, and I think that he is going to go really far. And so, because I just want to be different from everybody else, I'm going to go with Toatelli. And I think he deserves a shot too. But that's not to say that I don't think Katina does, and I don't think Brandon does, because I think they all do.
Well, what about Adam Revolver? He doesn't.
He's been there forever. So no.
Can we just agree that he is a jar of mayonnaise, or at the best, Miracle Whip?
Skim milk.
And let me preface this before people start throwing.
No one
in pizza.
deserves to be compared
Adam
to Miracle
Revolver
Whip.
does a lot of things behind the scenes. He's been doing a lot of things with OVW, and we appreciate everything that he does. So I don't want any trolls in the chat coming after me saying I have something against Adam Revolver, because I don't.
He's a great wrestler.
Yeah,
He just looks like a jar of mayonnaise. Let's just call it what it is.
But I think it's time
Yes, he does need a
for us
tan.
to get new blood.
Yeah.
And if that means, Katina wins, cool. If that means Brandon wins, cool. If that means Toatelli wins, cool.
I'll be happy with any of them 3 as well.
Actually, yeah.
All right, gentlemen, you've heard from the OVW fan nation. What say the two of you?
Me or you? You want to go?
You go first.
So, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have to go with Brandon Beretta. The match that I would like to see the most is Anthony Toatelli. He's been one of my favorite additions to the OVW roster over the past little bit. The guy works his ass off. He deserves it. Just at looking at where we're sitting right now, not necessarily in the studio, but where we're sitting in the landscape of the OVW Media Championship there, I think it's Brandon Beretta at the pay-per-view. And I wouldn't be surprised. The guy can wrestle, man. Dustin Jackson has to be off the ground. Not necessarily has to be, but loves being off the ground, loves the DJ cutter. Brandon Beretta has the ability to keep it low. Brandon Beretta has the ability to take away Dustin Jackson's speed. And if you're Brandon Beretta right now, you've got to be looking at this fatal four-way and saying, all I got to do is get a pin here, and then that championship is mine versus Dustin Jackson. So for all of those reasons, I'm going to have to go Brandon Beretta.
I agree, Jack.
Yeah.
All right.
That was good.
Okay.
Brian Hines.
Are you swayed, Brian? What do you think?
I'm shaken but not stirred. So we've got a couple of Katinas. We've got a Beretta, a Toatelli. Just for the sake of difference, I mean, I think it's probably going to be Brandon Beretta. I think it could be Anthony Toatelli, but just for the sake of argument, I'm going Revolver.
Going Thumb, baby.
It's one of my favorite Beatles albums, too, by the way.
The White Album?
Yeah.
Rubber Soul?
It's in the records room.
I was gonna say mayonnaise on parade. All right.
We're horrible people.
Interesting. I would not have expected the Revolver pick, Brian, but I respect it. You and he are a special bond over your thumb.
Can I ask a personal question? Do you like Miracle Whip or mayonnaise better?
I don't like things that taste white.
I don't blame you.
That was an interesting peek into Brian Hines' psyche.
Want to stay on air?
Are we still alive?
Let's move along. Let's move along.
Yes, Jackman.
Yes, let's move on to our next division. This is the OVW Rush Division champions. And in this fatal four-way, we have whoever's under the mask, under Z's old mask, Evil Z.
Evil Z.
Star Rider, Icon Lee,
Icon sucks.
and TW3.
So that's a tough one, man, because you've basically got a tag team already built into there, between Star Rider and Evil Z. So Star Rider, Evil Z, TW3, and who was the fourth one?
Icon Lee.
Icon Lee. Oh, how could I forget?
Who?
I'll just drop a bomb right here, guys. Icon Lee.
Oh, wow. You don't want to turn to the fan nation first?
No, I want them to discuss.
Wendy has left the chat room.
Ren has followed suit.
I'm going for a Star Rider.
Why are you thinking Star Rider, Matthew?
He's a way better wrestler.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
all. That's what we are here
And
to
you're not
wrestle.
wrong.
We are here to wrestle. So that's the name of the game. Let's start with Chris.
Oh God.
Star Rider. It's not even a question.
So I do have a question though. How can you sit and argue about the dominance of the Revolution when Star Rider has his buddy there with him? That's a tag team inside of a fatal four-way.
Exactly, Jackman. That's why we're always one step ahead. Ain't that the beautiful thing about all of this?
You guys really you're not bashful about like the down and out kind of cheating?
Listen, we're all a big family together, and there comes time where, as long as Leather Daddy's happy, and believe me, that man, when he's happy, we're all happy people. Evil Z, I think it's the real Z. I think he is the best version of himself. I think he has been a huge asset to the side of Star Rider.
Mm-hmm. So
But in this match, mind you, it is every person for themselves. And who is the star of the show, Jackman?
That would be Star Rider.
That's exactly right. And that is why the Revolution will always win.
So I've got my Icon Lee. I think you're going for Icon Lee too, right, Matthew?
Star Rider. He said Star Rider.
So we've got 2 for Star Rider, 1 for Icon Lee. Rin.
My heart tells me TW3.
Why do you think TW3?
Well, he just came back. He's such a fanfare, with myself included, and he just brings so much. And personally, if he doesn't, I would like to see him go against Star Rider. And that's who my head tells me. It'll be a great rivalry between T-Dub and Star Rider. Honestly, that would be giving us something as well.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, for as long as T-Dub is around, he is going to be on the card. The guy works his ass off. He's an amazing wrestler. So incredibly charismatic. I know that you guys wish that you had someone with that much charisma on the Revolution, Chris. But
it's too bad, man.
Star Rider is a great choice. Wendy.
Again, I have to.
Or TW3 is a great choice. Sorry.
Yeah,
You're
I
fine.
have to side with the other half of the Wisco chicks. TW3 all the way.
And that's not any sort of regional.
And we have
It's not-
DJ
it's really
Eric
not
with
a
a super
regional
chat.
DJ Eric.
And
I don't even like where this is
Now
going.
you got to read it out loud.
Chris loves whipped cream. Love you.
He does
Again,
love
why
you.
do we keep getting off subject? This is what I'm saying.
I think that is the subject at this
It is
point.
the subject. Of course it is. But no, I mean, TW3 is an amazing wrestler, and I mean, he does awesome things everywhere.
Yeah.
It's great that they have him back, and I mean, I was floored last week when he won a spot in the Fatal 4, and I told Ryan, I said, well, we're going down next Thursday, so who we're rooting for that
And plus,
match.
it was a nice comeback from last week.
It is,
Amazing.
absolutely. So,
Loved his new video. His whole new look. I'm like, is Tita back?
yeah.
I'm very happy.
That gear was
Yeah, I
so
love
clean,
TW.
too,
We
man.
are. We're
New gear is so clean.
Really happy to see him. But, I mean, is it a Wisconsin thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, fair
There's
enough.
no shame in that. Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
Hey, if you can't root for the home team during March, then when can you? All right.
Seriously though, T-Dub was one of the very first wrestlers that
We met.
we met, and I mean it was an instant connection with him, and he's always been good to us, and
We just clicked.
we did,
Yeah.
we did.
He's always been cool
Love
with me,
him,
too.
love his
Love him.
fiance.
Great cat.
Yeah.
Good guy. I'm very glad to see him back. My colleague, my friend Brian Hines, it is your choice.
Well, the interesting thing about this, like we've already brought up, half of this equation is part of the Revolution. Evil Z, Star Rider. So chances are they're going to be working together. You also have the other half of this equation. Icon Lee and TW3. I can see Evil Z and Star Rider teaming up because naturally, I can see Icon Lee wanting to lead the charge and try to come out on top, which I think would leave a perfect path for TW3 to get the win.
So you're going TW3.
I'm going Colonel Mustard, Billiard Room, Lead Pipe.
And
That's always a good
TW3.
And TW3 at Davis Arena.
Yep.
I do. I'm very glad that you kind of pointed at something. Is we can look at the 10-man tag from last week. Seems like Icon Lee can't buy a friend.
Or
So,
a clue.
Imagine that.
I mean,
So-
even his own teammates were beating up on him, so yeah.
Yeah.
So even in a built-in tag team situation like we have in this Fatal 4-Way, there's no guarantee that TW3 and Icon Lee are going to team up and try to, cut the ring in half, eliminate these other two guys. There's no guarantee of that. It really seems like no one wants to work with Icon in a professional sense at all.
Not after last week.
Not
no.
after last week, and
9 out of 10 people in that ring were like anti-Icon Lee.
Checkman.
I just wouldn't. Matthew,
A icon got swapped on his head by Star Rider.
he
Yep.
did. Any time that there's any news with Icon Lee, I go to the unofficial Icon Lee reporter. His name's Matthew.
He does a great
He
job,
keeps me
by
up
the
to
way.
date.
He
He
does,
keeps me up to
absolutely.
date on all the Icon Lee happenings in and around town. I honestly, after hearing you guys talk about it more, I did kind of throw Icon Lee out there just to be a troll and kind of let you guys have the conversation.
Devil, you say?
I'm gonna
I
double.
like Jackman, and now
I'm gonna double down on it. I think that TW3 is gonna end up kind of getting ganged up on Evil Z and Star Rider because Icon Lee has been such an afterthought to some of these wrestlers, as we saw last week in that 10-man tag. If it wasn't for Omar being on the other side of the ring and Icon not remembering that Omar was over there, Icon was gonna win that match. I think that because Icon Lee could be such an afterthought to some of these wrestlers, I think he can end up sneaking away a victory here and being at the pay-per-view on Saturday night.
You saying he's going to hide under the ring?
possible.
We've seen him do it before.
Under the ring. That's true.
We've seen him do it before. So.
All right.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past any of them, really.
No.
If any man formed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's move along to the heavyweight division,
Uh-oh.
where we have some legendary performers in the form of Mr. Spectacular himself, Jesse Goddards, the Mammoth Donovan Cecil, and Mama
Hello, Mama
Mammoth
Mammoth.
is in the chat. Hello,
Hello,
Mama
Mama
Mammoth.
Hello, Mammoth.
Hi, Mama Mammoth.
See you tomorrow.
One thing. Can you guys you guys are all really good friends with Mama Mammoth. Can you guys kind of speak about her for a moment?
It's one of the most sweet people I've ever met, and somebody who.
Oh, wait, I hate to interrupt. DJ Eric with a $5 super chat says,
Is it about Mama Mammoth?
no, guess what it's about. Hey, Krispy Kreme, what's your favorite flavor of whipped cream? Hashtag Team OVW.
When did they start
He's
making flavors?
lactose intolerant, DJ
First of all-
Eric.
Is it
I have
vanilla?
lactose
Is it
free.
chocolate? Or is it butthurt scotch?
No butterscotch.
Chris gets no respect.
No.
I get
saying.
no respect in the chat room, in the studio. The only two that look at me, I'm so frustrated from hitting the mic. The only two, my two sisters always have my back. I love you,
notice-
Matthew, but you've been against me too.
We have no cream here. We invited you here as friends, We could have set you up. There could be a balloon over your head right now with cream. I did
We're all
think
about
about it.
We should have. Why did we not do that? Yeah, we should have
Probably
done that.
behind that.
Oh,
If you
Because
look under
that
your
would've
chair,
gone
you
on
will
me,
find
and then I
a
would've been
whole pint
upset.
of cream waiting for you.
Kicked y'all
Wow,
out.
Oh, that's
twice
not
in
true.
one night.
What if
What?
you did like a whoopee cushion like?
You know what? You guys are already getting me more trauma. I got to deal with these dirty poppies tomorrow night and Saturday, okay?
You're gonna make my head come off every time.
But that's what they are, okay?
That's our fault. Seriously, that's our fault.
We'll
Let's
take it.
try this
He
again.
calls us dirty mommies, so Omar became dirty poppy. I mean,
It
it
snowballed.
worked.
Jesse Goddard's Heavyweight Championship. Fatal four-way. Wrestling. A love and a passion we all share. Goddard's, Cecil, the fanny pack kid Cal Hero.
No.
Is
That's
that
gone. That's gone. I have a feeling that the fanny pack is no mas.
Have you noticed he hasn't been wearing his fanny pack? He hasn't been wearing his
He
fanny
hasn't been
pack.
wearing it. He's retired the knee. Basically, he's going with the standing O as a finisher. I think
know.
that we're at best fanny pack man now, and probably not fanny pack anything. I think we're just Cal Hero.
Fanny Pack Man sounds like a video game I should play.
I don't
It
know.
does.
Or not.
Or not.
Or not.
Certainly not. Certainly not in Britain. And then
And
finally,
certainly not on camera.
the veteran Jack Vaughn. So
Shackman.
Oh man.
I'm going for Donovan Cecil.
Matthew's going for Donovan Cecil. Matthew, I will join you in that. I think that Donovan Cecil at the pay-per-view versus Mount Kadim is one of the only directions we can go with this. Donovan Cecil is one of the most entertaining wrestlers in OVW. He's never really been at that singles championship spot yet. Him versus, I'm not saying that right now he's going to be able to beat Mount Kadim, but he's going to be able to give Mount Kadim a run for his money. Matthew, I'm with you. I'm going Donovan Cecil. Let's start with you, Brian Hines.
Goddard, Cecil, Hero, and Vaughn.
attorneys at law.
Yeah.
Call 1-800.
I could say a couple things, but I digress.
Donovan Cecil.
I think still the year of the mammoth, man.
Got three for
right.
Cecil. Got three for Cecil. Got three more guesses. Let's start with Bryn.
I have to go with Donovan as well.
Oh, we're cooking it here.
I just a fan big time, and he just has it all. He has the speed, he has the strength, he has the charisma personally, and when he is on the mic, he's a total package. I think.
He's got it. He's really come a long way.
He
He's
absolutely-
always been so crazy athletic and so fun to watch, and a really, really, nice guy. I don't know what's gotten into him recently. It seems like he's got a little bit of a chip on his
He's
shoulder.
just more focused.
But I can't agree with you more. I think it's got to be Cecil. We've got two more. Are we going for a full sweep? Wendy.
Yeah, it's Mammoth all the way.
All right.
So, Chris, there is no clear Revolution pick in this division. So, who are you going for?
Donovan. Donovan's going to be the one to do it.
Wow.
He's been
So
working
that
really
is a
hard.
Consensus
And real
pick.
quick, the whole thing when you're talking about Mama Mammoth, real quick, I'll try to put it into a small form here. She is one of the sweetest people I've ever had a chance to talk to because when my mother passed away on November 19th last year, she was one of the very first people when I came back that came up and hugged my neck. And that's something I will never forget. And gave me a lot of words of encouragement. We share our same faith together. That's something that's very special to me, and she's just a sweet lady. She's raised a really good boy, Donovan
Yes,
Cecil.
yes,
He's
she
worked
did.
his what off to be where he's at.
She is a very special
She-
person, and
Glad to have a
she
part of
gives
the
like
family.
the best hugs in the world.
Yes.
So,
And she welcomed newcomers. I mean, she was kind of new too at the same time, but we all clicked, and I mean, I can't imagine her not being part of my life.
Same.
Yeah.
She does definitely have an energy kind of like your best friend's mom. Someone, and you guys know her better than I do. It's a pleasure to talk to her every time I get to talk to her. But she just has that energy as if you've known her forever.
Always
Yeah.
so happy,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
positive.
Like
I
a
wish
lost
we had more
friend.
people
Like a lost
Yeah.
friend. Yep, definitely.
Yep.
We love Mama Mammoth. Yeah.
So here on the Mama Mammoth Zone Live stream, no kidding though, we love you. And yeah, Donovan, a consensus pick.
I think
mean,
that it's
the
time,
two-
baby. Grip it and rip it. Light it up.
Let's move up towards the upper echelons now with the tag team belts,
Uh-oh.
championships, where we see Dustin Jackson and Boy Toy Troy and
Prime Time.
Yeah. Justice
Star Player
Davis.
Prime.
Star Player Prime. I am having a stroke.
No, I got the bracelet. That's
Huda
fine.
Thank you, Connecticut. I'm sorry.
Huda Peso and Maximo Suave. Ryan Von Rocket and Jake Lawless, or AJZ and Leo Fox.
I know who I'm down in between. The two teams that I'm down in between are the Only Bros and Los Desafios. They're the two teams that know each other the best. They're the two teams that have been with each other the longest. It's a hard choice for me to decide between those two, so I'll keep my guess until a little bit later. Who wants to go first? Matthew.
Peso and
And Suave. So we've got one for Los Desafios early in.
Star Player Time and Troy.
Yeah.
What do you like about them?
They were different.
Yeah, very different. Young, a lot of energy,
but not a lot of cake.
Not a lot of cake. Not a lot of cake. He's getting there. He's
Not
working
a lot
on
of cream.
He's working on his glutes.
Boy, PS is feeling it
I
tonight.
know. All it took to get PS to talk on this thing was have guests. We got to remember that. And
Yes, we'll be back next week.
And it's
He
not.
does love to show off.
We'll be back.
We'll be back next week.
I know.
Same
Imagine,
bad time.
just imagine if Dream Girl Ellie was here. PS, how much you'd be talking back there.
Hubba hubba.
Oh, look at the expression.
Blush, party of one.
Okay. He turned. So Malachi, for you four, he just played the opening couple notes of the Revolution music.
Did he?
Which means, but
Are
you
we
guys
gonna
can't hear
dance,
it.
people?
Let's give him one, Malachi. Let's give him one, Malachi.
Shake these hips.
Turn the window off.
We're gonna get it. Now, come on, Jack. Show me how you do it. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, we're gonna get it, guys. Get it.
There's no room. I can't stand up. So.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
I'm gonna twerk
this
a little
isn't a
bit.
dance floor. Oh goodness.
Look at that buttocks. Look at it. Oh
All
yeah.
them glutes been paying off.
Oh, for leather, daddy.
Somewhere Doug Basham is experiencing some serious emotions. I
all
don't know what they
experiencing a
are.
little
His ears
discomfort
are
after
definitely
that.
turning red tonight.
Yeah.
I'm.
He knows
Speaking
people
of
are
which,
talking about.
Chris, are you coming in full leather Sunny Chris get up tomorrow on Saturday?
Not tomorrow.
I will
probably
give you
Saturday, maybe.
pay-per-views. That is for the specialty for me to dress up.
Oh, because I noticed the last time you did it, the booze literally followed you all the way around Davis Arena.
It actually, all jokes aside, like as soon as I got out of my car,
I know.
just started, and it just didn't stop. And I said, "My goodness, these people just love me, don't they?"
I was standing there
Yeah,
leaning
it's
against the pop.
Wisconsin.
So where did you get an outfit like that? The Rob Halford yard sale?
Well, I could tell you that, but then we got to keep it PG-13.
I see.
All
I
right.
have some connections,
And we got to pick some tag teams here.
So, your final answer, Matthew: Los Desafios or Primetime and Troy?
Both.
Both. You want both?
Okay.
Okay.
Matthew will be happy with either one. Go ahead and give Matthew two guesses.
All right.
I think I want to go last on this one. Brian Hines, how about you? You take us off.
I would love it. I would love to see Star Player Prime and Boy Toy Troy. I would love to see Peso and Suave. I think it would be really fun to see Ryan Von Rocket and Lawless, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be AJZ and Leo Fox because they're going to cheat.
I mean,
Now-
AJZ's been there. AJZ's been there before. He was the first tag team champion out of the Revolution. He knows
Yeah.
what it takes to take gold.
I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to go with my gut.
You see how good he looks in them Daisy Dukes?
He looks. I mean, the boy.
I see. You see how that he looks.
Listen,
what you think you said.
We're just all
Yeah.
anybody that
He's
says anything
beautiful.
different, they're just jealous.
If I had a body like that, I wouldn't wear anything other than Daisy Dukes either. All right.
Thank you,
listen,
Jack.
listen. Boy works out. All right.
And then some.
And then some. Who wants to go next?
My heart says the Revolution, but I'm going to throw one on you guys. I put a post out a while back on the Fan Zone. I predicted that Star Player Prime and Boy Toy will be OVW Tag Team Champions by the end of this year. They're going to win it.
Wow.
I hope you're right.
They are going to be the ones to eliminate them dirty poppies.
Wow.
I think
I
that
called it mic drop.
Calm down, please.
Please don't drop our mics.
Okay, we're done.
We're not.
You
We're not
know,
insured for
it's
that.
over.
Ren, who you got?
Well, I have to go with Chris just because it's based on my bracelet, Star Prime, and Boy Toy Troy.
Sure.
Absolutely, but while I do think about the Revolution, they will do their ways what they have to do. But like Matt, I have to go for a 2 as well.
So you're in the Revolution and the Only Bros.
Yes.
Which just leaves Wendy. You only get to choose one though.
Make it
Wow,
good.
I
Make it
know,
count.
right? So, you know, as much as I have always supported the Revolution, I think it's time for Star Player Prime and Boy Toy Troy to shine, and I think this is their opportunity. Can they take Beaches and Cream? Yes. I
So-
think they can.
Have I ever told you I love y'all?
I
I
know.
love you both.
We know. We love you. too.
So I'm between obviously all of your guys' guests, the Only Bros and Los Desafios. I really, really, really wish I could put my eggs in the Only Bros basket. There's something that's preventing me from doing that right now. I want to see more of them. I want to see more of what they have to offer. I want to see them bloom a little bit more. But when I look at Los Desafios and I look at these two guys who have been doing this for so long and have been wanted to be tagged together for so long, and they finally get this opportunity, big opportunity, pay-per-view implications, I think that those two guys are going to come to play. I'm going to have to go Los Desafios.
Yeah.
I love the bold choice.
He takes some good bumps
Oh, well,
Yeah.
he's amazing. He's
He's
amazing.
excellent.
during the ladder match.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's been a few times where I was pretty sure I was going to have to attend Hoda Peso's funeral based on some of these bumps.
Oh, yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, let's move on to the women. We are getting a little tight on time here, so let's move on with picking between Sophia Rose, Lovely Miss Larkin, Freya the Slayer, and Maddie, the American Baddie.
This one's tough. This one's real tough.
Can I go first? I'll
Please.
just make it clear as
Please.
day. Sticking with my good friend, the lovely Miss Larkin. This is her time. The next big thing. She's going to prove to everybody why she belongs in OVW. She's got the whole package, man. It's her time.
I'm going for Miss Larkin.
You're going for, so we got too early for Miss Larkin. This is tough. This is tough, Wendy.
It is tough. But I think it's time for Sophia to shine. So I think it's her turn.
And you guys get to see a lot of Sophia up in your neck of the woods as well. So
Yeah.
you
I
guys
know it's a Wisconsin thing.
you guys really have got to see even more than we have the growth and the momentum building of
Yeah.
Sophia Rose.
Yeah. And I think she's come really far in, you know, over the course of the year that we've, you know, really been heavy into, you know, following all of them.
Oh, she absolutely has.
Yeah. I mean, I love Freya, and if it's not Sophia, then it's Freya. But I think it's time for Sophia.
Brian Hines.
Man, I think it's going to be Lovely Miss Larkin.
So we've got, and then Ren.
Well, I agree with what Wendy said about Sophia. She has blossomed. She has to become that rose.
She has.
Absolutely, I'll give her that. But I'm going to go with the veteran, with Freya. Take her crown
Okay.
back.
Okay. I love it. I love it. I'll keep it short and sweet. I'm going to go Sophia Rose. Lovely Miss Larkin. I am in love with Lovely Miss Larkin. I don't think she's done anything wrong. I don't think she's made a misstep in her time in OVW. I really don't.
She's
but
amazing.
but Sophia Rose is. There's just something about her right now that she's just on fire, man. She's just on fire. So.
And I did check.
It is the right now.
And she does an awesome moonsault.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She does have an awesome moonsault. Sophia
She
Rose
kills
does.
it, and she's so incredibly athletic.
So I did get a call from the Turner Network down in Atlanta. They said you guys are doing so awesome. We're going to go a couple extra minutes here.
Perfect.
Just to, not long. Don't get ahead of yourselves. But we do have one more match to talk about. Little something called the OVW National Heavyweight Championship, where we see relative newcomer Eric Surge, Omar Mir, Tony Evans Hush, and Jay De Niro.
Wendy should go first.
Wendy, go first.
Hey, Wendy, why don't you go first?
I mean, do I ever cheer against superior Tony Evans? No. So, it's hush for me.
One for Tony Evans. Rin.
I'll go along. He's come a long way for me personally as becoming a fan of his.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Tony Evans.
We got 2 for Tony Evans. Matthew Berry.
Probably Omar.
We're going Omar. I like Omar a lot right now, man. Omar's been putting together a big string of amazing matches. You know, we talk about Sophia Rose with all this momentum. I think it's easy to forget how much momentum Omar Amir has because he's held so much championship gold in the past. But the guy's on fire right now. I love that choice, Matthew. Chris, you got to choose one. I know you don't wanna, but you got to choose one.
Who do you want Leather Daddy to
Who
face?
does Leather Daddy Doug have the best chance of beating?
And choose wisely.
Gentlemen, sisters, brother, I'm going to make this very simple for everybody watching at home. Throw all of them in there with my father. My father will run circles as much as I love Tony.
I know.
And as much as I think all the other competitors in there is going to have a great time. My father, the greatest OVW National Heavyweight Champion of the world, it doesn't matter. I think it's going to be Eric Surge, unfortunately. He's going to find out that my father is always one step ahead. And guys, you guys continue to complain all you want. He's not losing that title anytime soon. Wink, wink, Al Snow. Better come and get my father if you really want your place back.
Wow.
Wow.
Mic
Them's
drop.
fighting words. I know.
I'm gonna side with Matthew. Actually, I think Omar Amir is in the best spot right now. I think that he's got a head full of steam. I think he's in the best shape that I've seen him in the years that he's been at OVW. And I just, for some reason, when Matthew said that, it made a lot of sense to me. I'm gonna have to go with Omar Amir.
Dirty puppy. I'm telling you.
Brian?
You guys are testing my patience. Make the right decision.
Don't make the right decision.
Choose wisely.
De Niro.
Padawan.
De
Ooh, we got one for De Niro.
I think you
Okay,
can
over here.
only take so much, and I think he's done. I think we would have seen it last week, but the time ran out, and I don't think we've heard the last, even if we haven't heard a whole lot.
I'm just going to say this really quick, just really, really quick. There's only 2 people going to be in that ring, and that's Omar and that's Tony, who have actually held the heavyweight title, who deserve to hold the national heavyweight title. I'm just saying. Hush.
Mic drop.
That's a convince. I mean,
All right.
I not gonna lie.
I'm not arguing. I'm just
Omar's championship runs up until this point were a big reason why I chose him. He knows what it's like to hold gold. He knows what it's like to walk in to a situation where everyone is coming for what you're holding. I think that Omar Amir, for reasons similar to what you said, is that's why he's my choice.
If that's
We have a $2 super chat.
Uh-oh.
Send them home with a show dance. We've danced once. I think we're good on the dancing.
Yeah.
Not sure Brian's laptop would survive another session, really. Not to mention Wendy and Ren. Very quickly, let's get into the calendar. Tomorrow, doors open 610, 4400 Davisville, 4400 Shepherdsville Road, Hot Point Davis Arena, OVW Rise. I lost points. I know, Brian.
Just because my father's so amazing.
Saturday night.
you've been hitting the cream too hard.
Saturday night.
He's been
Doors
actually,
open
he's-
at 6.
He's foregoing the
Hot
cream.
Point
He's just
Davis
doing
Arena.
nitrous.
4400 Shepherdsville Road.
Same address, yes.
Brought to you by Cody
Next,
Rhodes.
no. Wow, that's interesting. Next Tuesday, Monday, we should have something in the feed for us as far as an interview goes. We'll talk about. You'll see that when it happens.
That's classified.
Tuesday is OVW Overdrive, the show that always.
What
kicks
interview
out
are
at
we
2.
doing? I haven't done an interview.
We'll talk about it.
Relax, man. I'll have my people call your people.
6
We'll
days
talk
and
about this
23 hours, and well, actually 6 days, 22 hours, and 5 minutes from now, you can be right back here for OVW Fan Zone Live, the show where fans talk back. Members of OVW Fan Nation, and we are so thrilled to have you here, Jackman.
Thank you guys so much for coming. Sorry we couldn't get to your questions, comments, concerns, complaints, requests, anything radio,
Mostly it was
wrestling
cream
related.
tonight.
Okay, we're sorry we didn't cream Chris. Thank you guys so much for sticking in with us tonight. Thank you guys so much out there. For all of us here at the OVW Fan Zone Live, my name is Jack Minogues.
I'm B. Hines.
This is Wendy, Chris, Ren.